Now, having all the success you had growing up, playing biddy ball, sixth grade year at Franklin, you also had some great moments at Block Junior High. Now you transition into EC Central, which you know is known for basketball. Just give us a little feedback on the pressures that you had going to Central as a freshman.
Well, some of the pressures was we were coming together. Two schools, Block and West Side, were coming together. So not only were we having a competition of everybody in the Harbor, now we got the competition of Calumet and Harbor. So with that, me, Eugene Morgan, Craig Williams, Damon Thompson, now we playing ball with Dante Williams, Eugene Johnson, we playing with cats like that. So everybody's bringing their talents, and there's only 15 spots on the team. So a lot of people are going to be left off, and a lot of people were discouraged to even come out for the team because we had a lot of talent. So but as far as like the grades and all that kind of stuff, people being ineligible, I didn't have that issue. So I always pretty much always played. So I mean, but the competition level definitely went higher. Went a lot higher, and not only were you playing just for freshmen, you also got JV coaches looking at you, you got varsity coaches looking at you. So everything is being pretty much kind of watched or whatever. So it was definitely a lot of pressure, but it was also fun at the same time because we're getting introduced to the weights now, working on our bodies and trying to get stronger and trying to evolve our games as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now you stated earlier that this is the first time that you was kind of sharing, you was sharing the load of competition with the other side of town,
right,
which is Calumet, things such of that nature.
Right.
We grown men now,
right,
so we don't think about the Harbor Calumet stuff.
Right. Right.
But during that time, it was a big issue.
Right.
Mentally, how did you deal with that?
Well, it just caused me to really just work harder, and it was a lot of politics, involved with that because at the time, Coach John Ty was, he pretty much favored Calumet, he was known for that, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, and it is what it is, but, it just made us play harder, and it made us, just, come harder at practice and to get that time in the game,
Was there ever any tension, any things of that nature?
I mean, it was little stuff here and there. We had little minor scuffles, in the locker rooms and all that kind of stuff. But, all in all, I think we were pretty much a unit. It wasn't, Calumet only passed the ball to Calumet, Harbor only passed to Harbor. We pretty much, we came together with that. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, your sophomore year, now give us your goals and your expectations going to your sophomore year.
Well, my sophomore year, I wanted to try to average like a double-double. I don't think I did that. But also going to my sophomore year, I'm thinking about varsity in the future and maybe, getting called up, a little early, to varsity off of JV. JV, when we were sophomores, our class, we were kind of caught. We were kind of caught in the middle. We kind of was like kind of stuck on JV. You got, Greg Arringtons and Charles Ricks, Brian Isabel, we got all those guys on varsity, plus, Coop and Marcus Billups and all those guys. So it wasn't a lot of room for us our sophomore year on varsity. So
gotcha.
We had to pretty concentrate on JV, and we had a real good JV year. We only lost one game that year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, them guys you mentioned, Charles Ricks, Maurice Billups, was them guys leaders to you guys, or were they role models? What I'm trying to say.
Well, I wouldn't say role models, but I'd say, as far as on the court, they always try to go at us hard and try to push us hard, and if it was something that they could help us with on the court, they did. They did pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, your junior season, you didn't play.
No, I didn't play.
Give us some feedback on that.
Well, junior season, you start to become, kind of like one of the big men on campus. People know you for playing sports and that kind of thing. And I got distracted, with the girls and the parties, saying all that kind of stuff. And, my grades wasn't right. And that was like the first time that had happened to me, where I was ineligible. So that was a lot to deal with, as far as mentally. And a lot of people were disappointed in me for that because that was the first time that I went through that. But Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a rough year, my junior year. Yeah.
And know what? I mean, it's kind of interesting you said that because a lot of people don't know. Even when I was in school, a lot of people don't know that East Chicago is small, but you can get into a lot of activities.
Yeah.
So just kind of give some feedback on not the activity you're involved in, but just how you can kind of be sucked into that.
Well, we live in an urban area. You know what I'm saying? It's it's poor out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not a wealthy town. And I mean, you can get caught up in the street life. You can get caught up in, with females. You can get caught up in just, what I'm saying, there's a lot of things you can get caught up in. But as far as for the youth, you know, we need more things to do in East Chicago. You know what I'm saying, for the youth. We need a lot more mentoring programs. To kids and to kind of save the kids some time from going in the wrong direction. So. It's, I want to back up just a little bit, because a lot of us didn't have that male role model in our homes.
Okay.
We didn't, and a few people did, but most of us didn't. And I think we looked to each other, what I'm saying, and we learned from each other coming up, So that's a big influence. So fathers, definitely play a big role, what I'm saying, in your kid's life, because that's very important, and a lot of us didn't have it. You got your moms, father's gone, boyfriend coming over, that's just mama friend, and he really don't want to be bothered with you. He just trying to really get at mom. So there's a lot of things that you got to deal with, what I'm saying, being a young man growing up in East Chicago. So that's just one aspect of it. I can talk all day about that.
Got you.
Yeah, so.
If you could do it all over again, far as regrets, you got any regrets about your junior season?
Yeah, I think I had a lot of regrets because I didn't focus on what I needed to focus on. Junior year, you getting ready for college. One more year, and you need to stay focused as far as your grades and your transcripts, sending them off to colleges and everything like that. SAT, you got a lot of things that you should be focused on. But like I said, I was focused on all the wrong things. All the pleasure things, not the put my work in things.